reason why is simply because any other take that doesn't agree with you or tries to understand how this plays in a rap battle where you've brought back to life an artist that was killed due to street beef and possible rap beef, and you thought it was a good idea to drop his voice into a song to antagonize the situation, that should be questioned. Whether or not you end up agreeing or disagreeing, it doesn't even matter. But it should be in question without people getting their panties in a bunch.
Facts.
That's all. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Rosenberg, who felt more strongly than that.
Not really. I mean, you literally, Laura, remember when Ebro was like, I'm going to just sit back and let you go, and then I'm going to take the biggest point out of it before you
Was that your biggest point? Well, hit me with the button.
Yeah, of course.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
So what I tweeted that got the Drake stands all upset was, I said it was a bad 48 hours for Drake. And specifically the part that I referred to in my tweet was not actually the AI part, but the begging of Kendrick to respond, right? But what I was referring to was really the whole thing, because I said the bad 48 hours for me was the ish talking on social media into the I'm gonna make a diss record. No one else has said anything yet. I already laid down a pretty strong diss record. Like, Drake came with a diss record 3 days earlier. And then he allowed time to pass, allowed himself to get emotional because he hadn't gotten that response he wanted yet. And this is where you need friends. Because if Drake had real friends, they would have said, no, bro, do not use 2Pac's voice. I don't care if we sound old. I don't care if the new cats are going to be like, nah, y'all are fighting against technology. It's cute. It's like a funny thing to do. But like when I found out it was like a real thing and then he rapped on it, bro, when it came up in our chat, I thought, oh, Drake as a means of talking ish just let go a little fake 2Pac verse, but he was like having fun.
He did his own verse too.
Then I heard, wait, you did a feature. It was like the Born Again album. You had the last verse. What is going on here? And who said this is a great idea? Use 2Pac's voice. As to Ebro's point, a guy whose murder may have likely was somewhat related to an East Coast, West Coast rap beef. Let's include him in this clearly about rapping, having fun, challenging each other, seemingly not about violence in any way. Let's include 2Pac.
Yo, you know how Ross was calling him a white boy? Remember that whole thing?
Yeah, I do. It was only a week ago.
Yeah.
This is really like some you're not in touch with hip-hop goofy white boy-ish. That's the part, because if you were actually, and so
he knows better, bro.
No. But so I don't even want to take a strong stance on it because maybe I'm overreacting, right? But I do feel like, am I the only one that was like, wait, why are you playing with Pac? Like, why would you do that?
It was a terrible look, man.
Because the AI part of it, the tech part of it, all that tech talk, and okay, AI. I'm not an artist. I'm not a rapper. If you guys want to play with AI and Drake, the biggest artist out there, you want to show how AI could work and be used and basically, make people interested in an AI version of something, which validates the thing that most artists are afraid of, and making them obsolete. You want to play with that? I hit you with the button, because why would you do that?
Congratulations.
But at the same time,
why would you substantiate that tech?
But it wouldn't be a big deal.
No, it wouldn't be a big deal.
Like, that's why I'm saying, when I thought he had just the fun of, if he wanted to if for some reason he thought it was a good idea to use 2Pac, and he had just let a little 2Pac freestyle go and kind of been like, yo, this is tight, and even pretended to not be associated with it, I could have seen the humor in that. But jumping on it with him, to me, sort of was a really invalid move in this whole thing. Like, it was just a...
Well, and the
cornball move.
ageism claims on Twitter where people are like, yo, you're old, get out the way, this is where tech's going. Cool. And that's fine, because I am old, and I hope to not be here arguing with 18-year-olds who don't hold anything of value that is sacred. Because you haven't lived long enough to actually have anything in your life that matters, that you want to protect, that is off limits. You don't have it yet. You haven't lived long enough. You're a goofball, right? And I would tell you this to your face in real life, because you haven't been outside. You're a bedroom goofball. But I do want to.
Do you just come up with that?
Yeah.
A bedroom goofball? I'm into it.
But, I really want to kick back and hear what everybody else has to say.
So let me wrap it up, because I want to hear from Cass 1. I just thought it was a bad look to do the AI thing. It just looked corny. And B, I'll say this.
Corny, thirsty.
Drake, who has moved pretty well in all of these battles, to me is making a huge miscalculation with this. Like, he's being like Ryan Garcia at the end of the fight. The taunting and shaking his head like, come on, Drizzy. Come on, K-Dot. Come on. I don't think that's the approach, bro. The way that Drake wins is with coolness and with a big platform, putting out his little cool jab lines. You don't really... And by the way, guys, I'm not in Kendrick's camp. I don't know anything.
Oh, man, you're the Kendrick scrotum.
This is not 2013. I don't know anything anymore. I know nothing. I'm just saying.
You're not a Kendrick Crusader anymore?
No. I mean, listen, I love K-Dot. I'm a fan, but listen, I don't have a strong dog in the fight. Although this weekend kind of pushed me the other way, because now that Drake's out here being like, "Ooh, come on, K-Dot, what you got?" Is that really what you want? Do you really want to get into a full-on lyrical scrap with Kendrick? I don't think that's the approach.
I think it does.
Maybe he does.
Well, listen, from a sports matchup, that's begging someone to play on their turf that I don't think you really want to go into war like. I don't think that's the move.
I'm conflicted, because I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. I understand the move. I understand Drake's move on this one.
All right, take us through it.
Well, he's basically, I wouldn't say taunting Kendrick, but more like saying like,
I'd say taunting.
I don't think it's taunting. I think it's like, yo. But by the way, first of all, this is Drake Battle 101. This is what he does. He's not going to let up. He's going to keep going until somebody says something. So it's not like he's begging Kendrick to come out. He's just saying, is this your king? This is the guy that you guys were talking about that was going to, the boogeyman. This is him, the one that hasn't said anything, and I've been flambeing him for like 3 weeks now. That's what he does. This is Drake Battle 101. So it's part of his strategy, first of all, right? So there's that. And then as far as what you said about getting into a battle, he literally says it at the end of the record. He says, hey, man, I hope you're writing some quintuple entendre that I'm not even going to understand, because at this point, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, Drake's not going to get into a lyrical, spiritual battle with Kendrick. He's just going to talk ish about him in a simple way that everybody can understand. So
now tell us why you like the AI.
I like it because the way he set it up. I don't like. Here's the thing, bro. If he had just done it with his own voice and saying, 2Pac would be thinking this, and Snoop would be thinking this about the way you are representing West Coast hip hop and what you stand for, and being this lyrical monster, I would have been cool. The fact that he used Snoop's and Pac's voice was kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, what am I listening to? It's weird. But I understand what he tried to do on the record, and I like what he tried to do on the record.
I'm with you, and I like the creativity attempt.
Exactly. And I like the way he jumped in you might hate that, Rosenberg, but the way he jumped in at the end, I think was great. Because he goes, yeah, by the way, this is why I'm saying this. Like, I agree with both, because he literally wrote it in a way that Pac said something to Kendrick, Snoop said something to Kendrick, and then Drake comes in and goes, hey, yeah, guys, by the way, I agree with what you guys just said about Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? So if he had done it that way, I think he would have been out of here. He wouldn't have had all this pushback. It's just the using of Pac's voice was kind of weird.
Did you think it was disrespectful to the legends?
No, I don't think it was disrespectful. Disrespectful?
Yeah.
No, in what way?
I saw a lot of people saying that it was disrespectful.
Well, just utilizing them in what sounds like a feature, like opening the door
Well,
to.
it's the Snoop put up something. He didn't seem disrespected about it. He
More
put up
Pac,
something like he was
Snoop is
like,
still here.
I think
I think it's more Pac.
well, we wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
Snoop was kind of like, wait, why are you calling my phone? What's happening? I'm going back to bed.
Right, but Snoop didn't say, yo, what is this? What is going on? You know what I'm saying? He seemed like whatever about it. So I can't say Snoop is disrespected or not. Like, he didn't.
Right.
It's a weird look, man. It's a weird, considering these artists can do real features with these artists who are gone. Like the idea, Drake has a song with Michael Jackson. That happened. Okay, Drake having a song with Tupac could happen. So the idea of doing it through AI and putting words into his voice in another battle he would know nothing about, given the way that it just wasn't the move.
That's the part that struck me the most.
Got it.
Why are you bringing Pac into something? Well, I guess, and you know what? For me, and maybe this is where you can hit me with the button. It's triggering because if you lived during that time as an old head, it is something that you're like, yo, why are you bringing Pac into this? And why are you taking this to a place? Why are you taking this to a place where there was actual lives lost and using a reference from someone that is not here because of seemingly, allegedly, street-ish that came into a rap beef? And that's where I hit the button.
Congratulations.
'Cause I think that
you
that's-
played yourself.
I think that that's a level of irresponsible. But once again, I'm from that time. I operate in a different code because I'm from that time, and I know people who are really outside like that. I'm a square, so I just don't play with certain things.
Don't you think, though, Drake had to have people around him who were like, this isn't a good idea? Someone had to tell him, let's not do this.
I don't know what Drake has going on. And for you to ask me that, hit you with the button. I don't know what that meant.
Congratulations.
He's
When
so,
you think
I am
someone-
so
we
far
can't be the
removed
only
from
people.
knowing anything.
We can't be the only people is my point. Like, him and 40 are both connoisseurs of hip-hop. Like, someone had to be like, let's not play with Tupac.
Or
Maybe
it was
"Nah,
the
that's
other
what I
way.
wanna do."
We're willing to take it there. We'll take it farther than anybody will take it, and that's how far we're willing to take it with this rap-ish.
It just comes off a little thirsty and desperate and like in begging Kendrick. Kendrick's gonna do it when Kendrick wants to do it. It might not be for 6 months.
But also
He
remember,
wants to
Drake.
smoke.
Drake is the type of artist and person that's going to keep delivering, as Cass once said, he's going to stay on it and keep delivering content to the internet and to the streets. And that's a victory for a lot of his fans.
Look at it this way, Rosenberg. For Drake, it's kind of like Kendrick came, banged on his door, egged his house, and ran away. And now Drake is standing outside of Kendrick's house like, come outside, come outside, come outside. From Drake's point of view, that's what's happening.
Yeah,
And that's how people who like this are seeing it.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I see it as Kendrick. I see it as Kendrick did something tactical. He didn't let out a whole lot, but he hit you with a barrage of shots and then went back, and now you're screaming and begging and demanding and getting out of pocket and doing things that are maybe ill-advised while Kendrick's in the cut deciding what he's going to do next.
Yeah, but that's just because you're a Kendrick, what you call crusader, hit you with the button.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Yo, the biggest button, though, while we're giving out buttons, goes to Devin Haney this weekend.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
That was, Laura, you were front and center. You had great seats.
I was. And thank you, Ebro, for giving me your seats because I had a fantastic time. No, it was.
Laura's obsessed, by the way. You know Laura's obsessed with Ryan Garcia. She won't tell you.
How
No,
am I
she's...
obsessed with Ryan Garcia? I
Wait,
can't tell you
whoa,
anything
wow.
about him.
Breaking
I
news,
just
breaking
started
news.
No.
learning about him.
Hold on. I said it last week. Don't try to make it more than it is. She's obsessed with the mess of it all. Like this disaster. She'll send me headlines like, look what this guy said. It's crazy.
I sent you tweets because I was like, whoa, I didn't think he was that loose. And he is.
No, he's crazy.
Listen, I was
town.
just surprised at, like, for off the top, guys, off the top. First round, it was a mess. Devin was not prepared at all. Ryan was just faster, stronger, and everybody, the look on everybody's face each and every time he was on the ground was like, oh my God.
And you just heard this ringing off in the Barclay. In the Barclay.
LL
And this.
Oh, and?
Yeah.
Juanito definitely played that at the Barclays Center.
He did?
He
Yep.
did.
No, he didn't.
Yo, that is amazing.
By the way, shout out to DJ Juanito who held it down at the Barclays Center. He was
Nice,
the whole
DJ
night.
Juanito. Great job. You
Killed
didn't
that.
give yourself a congratulations. You played yourself.
No, not at all. But I definitely play this.
LLJ Cool J.
But right now, Devin Haney, you got a whole list, bro.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's true.
Congratulations, you played yourself.